This is Paul Rhodes with Sizzlin Arrow. So tonight I'm going to just demonstrate how to fabricate a whole chicken. In my opinion, I feel that if you grab a whole chicken, pretty much you're going to save some money because the breasts you're paying for the fabrication itself. But also you've got a lot that you can do with this chicken. You've got the wings right here, so you can, it takes a lot of these to make a meal, but you can use these for other things. You got the legs and the thighs right here, but you got the breast as well. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna do a lemon pepper chicken. I'm gonna use that on the breast. I'm gonna save the wings and the legs for chicken and dumplings for tomorrow. And then I'm gonna make a stock with the bones of the chicken and use that for a chicken noodle soup. So yeah, I think it's a great option to have the chicken whole for when you do dance party with it. No, just kidding. But anyway, so we're gonna start with that. So what you wanna do is you wanna take your chicken, turn it this way because you're gonna wanna get what they call the wishbone out of here. So I'll take a little bit of this fat off and I'm gonna put it right here. And I'm gonna take some of this fat here. I'm gonna take that off there. And I'm gonna just put this in with some of the oil when I sear the vegetables before I throw the bones in the stock. It just adds a little extra flavor. So what we're gonna do here, if you wanna come around right here. So that wishbone, you can feel it right in here. So what I'll do is I'm gonna make a cut right through here. And you've got the separator right here. That's the breast bone. You can kind of feel it, right there. So you want to get real close, kind of put the knife at an angle towards the bone or towards the cartilage there, and you're just going to want to kind of peel that back. So right here you can see where that bone is, and you'll get in behind it, and then right here, right in there somewhere is, we're going to come in here. That's not one to work with me. So we're going to do the same thing on this side. As you can see there, we're just kind of going down that bone. Now you can either try to cut it out or you can just kind of go behind it. So it really, either way works. So I'm going to just kind of cut right there. So kind of sliced in to the breast a little bit, but that's okay. That's not a huge ordeal. Just gonna get this bone out of there. Maybe here, snap. All right, so we're gonna just set that to the side there. Now I've got a few little pieces of bone in here, but you can just take, I don't think you've seen that. If you come right down here and just follow it down and just put a little pressure there, you're gonna be able to get that bone out of there. And my hands are probably in the way. All right, so got that bone out. Sometimes it works better than others. All right, so now back to the breast and do it this way. So what you're gonna want to do, take your fingers and just kind of run your fingers along there, and like I said, just kind of take it at an angle because you want to get as much of that meat off of there as you possibly can and not take the cartilage with it. Got this, and then what it's going to do is you're going to just have a little bit of a bone right there, so you're going to want to kind of put the knife in there and just kind of come in at an angle, and you can just feel it break away from that, and then you're going to lift it up, kind of come here from the top, that's the first one. You're going to want to take the wing with it, and then we can take that wing off a little bit later. So we're gonna do the same thing right here. Get all that meat. And then you can move the bird around, whatever's more comfortable for you. I like like it facing me like this. Get around that. You don't want to take any of that with you. Then cut some of that skin off. Now I like to leave the skin on my breast because it gives a nice color to it. So now you've got two breasts right there. Look, I got the wing on it. So what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna we're gonna slide this over. We're gonna take this wing, and right here there's a connecting joint that you're just gonna wanna get in here and just cut it right off. Very simple, no popping, no cracking. It just comes right off. So that's where it's very beneficial to know where your joints are. And you can do that by just kind of moving it around here and just feeling around. See, there it is, there, and joints off. Two lovely breasts. Now, what we're gonna do, we're gonna flip this over, just like that, and take your fingers right here. There's little bitty indentions. You can feel them, and just push it back. And then you're gonna take your knife right here and just kind of come around and do a little question mark and come down. Because what you're doing with this, we're gonna do it on this side. And bring it down. Because there's little pieces of meat right in here that you wanna get, because they're a nice little chunk of meat, and you don't wanna leave it in there because they're tasty. Flip it over. And again, you gotta go around the bones here, and you don't want to take more than you need, so there's your thigh. Very minimal meat left on that. But you see right here, that's the meat that I'm talking about. In there. We're just gonna pull that out. All right, so with one whole bird, I think that is, what did we pay for that? Maybe $9 for an organic chicken. You've got breasts, so depending if you're cooking for two, so let's say you're cooking for two, you got 1, 2, possibly 3 meals out of $9. So if you ask me, that's a pretty good price. And if you're cooking for one, it spreads out even more. If you're cooking for 4, you got a meal for under, once you add everything in, you're looking maybe under $20, depending on what you're doing. If you do the breasts, you can, season up the legs and do the breasts and the legs and the wings all together, and add potatoes or rice or whatever you want, and then some vegetables. You're looking for under $20 for a meal of 4. That again right there for organic chicken is absolutely amazing, very cost effective, and again, less people, the more it can spread out, the more money you're going to save. So what we'll do is I'm going to just season up everything, make the stock, make the chicken. We'll save those for another time, but I just want to show you guys how to fabricate the bird first, and we'll be back here with the actual recipes and the actual cooking of the chicken breast, the legs, and the stock. So thanks for tuning in. Hope this was helpful, and have a good night.